Out on the frozen Nordic Sea, there is no life, only cold winds and solitude. The water is barely open. Let's kayak to an island where I have something exciting to show you. There's ice in my way, but I can break through it until it gets too thick. I almost get stuck and have to take another route. Gotta be careful. If I fall, I die. Or if I'm lucky, I'll barely make it to the shore and would probably start a huge fire to get me warm. We made it ashore. Here is what I have with me. Let's build a camp on the beach using minimal equipment. This is the beauty of a few weeks in the north. Winter islands, but there is no snow. It feels maybe like freedom. You can enjoy winter without getting wet from the snow. All the firewood is usually dry and you can sit anywhere. I'm setting up my old military tarp with the help of this friendly tree. If you have a warm sleeping bag, you really don't need much for camping, not even a tent. This beach is amazing because everything I need to set up my shelter and sleeping spot is nearby, and everything is dry. If I wasn't setting up the camera all the time, this camp would be ready in 5 minutes. This thick branch will be used to stabilize and elevate my tarp. I feel at peace here in nature. There is quiet, and most importantly, there is a degree of purpose to this. Exploring how little I need in order to be happy, and not having to be in a job that I don't like. That's amazing. Isn't it crazy? Almost anyone could do this, or something similar, and become free. If you go on an adventure in your life, a journey to do something amazing you're passionate about, you simply have to show it to enough people to make it real, to make it viable long term, not just a weekend hype. For that, I wish to thank all of you who are watching. You're making this possible. And consider what path could you step on to build freedom and power. It might be far more simple than you think. For me, it meant to quit university and my job after saving up some money, and then I grabbed the axe and camera, and here we are. If you're one of the few, you could do something similar like that, but related to your own hobbies and your own passion. Good luck with that. The fire is going well now. Now it's time to cook some steak. I find a survival frying pan on the beach that I will put my steak onto. The way I cook my steak gives it a delicious smoky flavor as it cooks slowly and lightly on the side of the fire. There's significantly more wind than I expected, so it is time for a workout. I'll build a small wall from the largest stones I can find on the beach, just to prove the power of eating steak and eggs almost every day. This wall will stop most of the wind and also protect my fireplace from gusts of wind. Let's take a look at the beef. It is still fairly raw, but I'm hungry. It tastes amazing. Don't be afraid to eat raw meat, raw beef, if you're sure it's of high quality. Many people fear it, but they don't have any real reason to do that. Now it is getting very chilly in the evening as the sun is setting. I make sure to gather some more dry reeds from the beach. If you're cold in this type of situation, just stack up more twigs and grass underneath you. That's usually the most critical area when it comes to not freezing to death. Good morning. That was one of the most coziest nights I've had in a while. It was not cold, slightly chilly if I was in an odd position that made the sleeping bag tight. Let's check the ice. It seems that most of the ice is gone and I should have smooth sailing for some distance. Always in the morning, I warm myself up completely using a fire. It saves you a lot of energy. I also need heat to keep my fingers warm to do some archery. I brought my heaviest bow, a 60-pound composite bow rated for shooting big game, but I'm shooting foam targets today. All that shooting made my hands really cold. I warm up and then step up to the challenge of a cold bath. With a view so beautiful, how could you pass up on a quick swim to get fresh? Next I will show you how I get all my stuff into the kayak. A kayak fits a lot of equipment, food, water and clothing. I think I could pack 2 weeks of food and water into this one. But for now, let's head back home and make our way through the ice. Thanks for watching, subscribe to see the next video.